Hi, this is Utah Defender, and this is my new P.O. Box. Remember about 2 weeks ago I said that if you wanted to get in contact with me, I was going to get a P.O. Box, and there it is. That's the number that you can write to me. I will not accept any type of packages or anything. I'll throw them in the trash because I have gotten some really shitty stuff from people out there. I'm not going to mention what it is because there's a lot of hateful people out there. But this is my P.O. Box. So if you got a copy of the Internal Affairs report that was done on the Chase Ellen murder, please send it to me. Or if you have anything you want to talk to me about, let me know. Now, I'm going to show you something a lot of people don't know anything about. I didn't know anything about it, but I had a group contact me, and I changed my citizenship to an American state national. And this is a bill, and it's to Chief Eric Johnson. How about that, huh? And basically what it says, you failed to comply, and now you're going to pay. And I'm going to show you the costs right here. There's the different costs, so bear with me. And here's the rest of it, the cost that he's going to owe. So I'm going to tell you the people, the first batch of people that are going to get this letter. And this is all legal. There's not, at this point, there's nothing they can do about it because they didn't answer the mail, and they all think it's a joke. But we're all going to find out down the road how much of a joke this is. Now, I'm going to tell you the names of people that are getting these letters. So you got Chief Eric Johnson, and so he is going to be, has to pay this bill. We have DA Troy Rollins. So any of you chicken shits that watch my videos to inform DA Troy Rollins what's going on, let him know. If I can, I'm going to put these out of order. And Rollins is total, he's going to owe me is $66 million. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is all legal, and they're going to have to pay, just to let you know. So tell Troy Rollins that's coming down the pike for him. Terry Nelson is one of the people. He was the mayor up there in Manaway. He's going to owe $51 million. And with Dakota, let's see. Dakota Midkiff, his is going to be $42 million. And Sheriff Arbon is going to be the great Sheriff Arbon, the 5-star general. Why is he a 5-star general? Because he pinned it on. He stole valor. He's a piece of shit. Anyway, his is going to be, so you guys in Weber County that watch my videos, run to him and tell him he's going to owe me $51 million. There's no way they can get out of this. This is through their bond. Here's the other thing that happens. Their bond's going to see this, and they're going to go, God, we can't insure you anymore. So they're not going to be insurable, and then they get terminated from their positions. So let me tell you my feeling about that. I don't give a shit. Why? Because I tried to communicate with them and have them do the right thing by giving me the internal affairs investigation. You know, I have a film that's 2 hours and 26 minutes on my site where we prove that the murder of Chase Allen was just that. It was not a murder. It sounds crazy that I use the word assassination, but it was. You don't get 6 cops show up at the beginning of a traffic stop because he didn't have the proper license plate. They were hunting him down, GPS, that's what I allege. There was no struggle for a gun. They shot him in the back of the head. They told him to get out of the car, but yet they pushed him back in the car. And so all these things point to the fact, and then the manipulation of all the body cams by Eric Johnson prove that he was assassinated. This was a planned murder, okay? So go run and tell. And also, I forgot to mention the last one. Hey, Brian McKenzie out there. You're getting yours too. I think yours is $51 million. I'm coming after your sorry ass. Yeah, and you and the vote count, which was bogus, which I talked about in one of my two of my videos. And then Henderson got she manipulated so that the Republican person running for the Republican Party in Utah was Cox. And I can tell you the caucus that was held did not vote for Cox, that she made him the Republican person on the ticket. That is bull crap. And then our federal government doesn't do a damn thing about it. They're all crooked. I have no more faith in my government. I fought for this country for 20 years, and this is how my government is now. I hate to say it, but my generation is corrupt as hell. We're doing all this stuff. It's terrible. But I told you the amounts. Go run real quick and tattle. Go let all the dumbasses that are on here and their little stool pigeons that work for them. And I noticed in the last video, some of you didn't like what I put down. Oh, I feel so bad that you didn't agree with me. No, I don't. You're idiots. So when you don't like it, it's because you're bootlickers or you're stinking law enforcement and you're watching it and you write that. And also, no, I don't do this for clicks and views. I do this to have justice for people like Chase Allen and Don Newman and Rick Schultz. So you cops that watch my thing and put your bullshit comments and stuff, kiss my ass. I'll deal with all of you later. So you got the P.O. box. That's what this video is about. And now you know what the document looks like. And all these sons of bitches are getting theirs tomorrow. I'm going to really enjoy it. So have a good day. Have a pleasant day. Have a good weekend. And I'm going to get even with all these sons of bitches. And here's the one other thing, if I haven't already mentioned it. I think I did. The insurance companies are going to drop them. And they're not going to have a bond. And they can't hold their jobs. And they get terminated also. Do I give one tear shedded? Do I care? No, because they didn't care about us. The way they're treating me is the way they're going to treat anybody else. So have a good day and have a good weekend.